We live.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Nerd On Update, where we talk about all things nerdy going on in news and then take questions from you,
The people. The people.
And answer them.
And
No, we
take
just
questions.
take them.
We take them.
We just
say
take it.
thank
We
you for
just
this
take
question.
'em.
Questions? Cool. Get out.
Thank you.
Good day.
Thank you for your
Um,
questions. We don't have
I-
the answers.
No, nope.
And here we are, the great mysteries
Here we
of
are.
life.
I am joined, as you see, by a duo of Nerd On aficionados here. I am joined by gentlemen also wearing a baseball cap.
This is like the nerd. So it's like with me and Josh, like standing up, where like a Steve's is sitting down, and he's like looking behind him. It's like the Brazzers of like podcasts.
Yes, that's what I've always tried to be.
Here we are. I'm Josh. We don't do that here at the Nerd On
No,
Update. We don't
not yet.
introduce.
Not yet. If you check out the Patreon, you can get more genitalia there.
Yes. Yes, the only pants.
Only pants.
We only wear pants.
Only.
It's
Nothing
only
underneath it.
pants.
All the chafing.
Lots
You
of
get to
bullshit.
decide what
And
kind
not
of
for that.
pants we wear. Are they
Yes.
corduroy? Are they wool? Are they linen?
Mine are always
Are
white.
they windbreaker? Like 90s
they look better in
windbreaker
gold?
that it's just like
Yeah. Those tearaway 90s
Yeah.
Adidas.
I loved the tearaway pants. I was just like, they're so dramatic, and I was like,
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm ready, guys.
Theatrical.
Yes. So
Yeah.
how's everybody
But
going?
before we get
How was your week?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Thank you to everyone in the chat hanging out, everyone watching right now. T-Dog, how's your week? We like to ask the people in the chat, how was your week? What you been up to? What's some successes, some sadness, some sick with it news?
Sick with it.
Hell yeah.
Josh, why don't you fill us in on your week, on your weekend? What's life been like? What's going on?
We ain't found shit. No, just kidding. It was peach preserves time, so we had enough peaches to start doing that. So I made probably like 40 jars of peach preserves.
40 jars.
Yeah, like 8-ounce jars. They're tiny-ish.
Fill them up like a good boy.
Yeah, fill them up. You got like a funnel and all that kind of stuff. It's fun. I actually had some like audio work, which was nice. It's been a while.
Nice.
It's been a while. We had Celebrate Fascism Day on Friday. That was pretty uneventful. I've been playing Destiny 2 again because there's a new I can actually talk about video games again. There's a new expansion coming next week, so that's exciting. Just getting prepared. Been playing that game Blueprints. I don't know if you've played that. It's a lot of fun.
Is that the one where you are in a house and you kind of build the thing and then you're trying to find
it's like
something?
it's a very, very simple game. Super simple game. You're going through this house. You're trying to find this particular door or this particular room, but you open up doors, and every time you open up a door, there's like a random set of 3 rooms that you can pull. And there's like keys, there's gems, there's money, and there's stuff that you collect while you go. And there's secrets that you unlock and all sorts of stuff. And you have, it's fun. I'm on day 12. It's fun. I don't know. I like it. It's like a simple, just like.
I guess the brains juice is going.
It's
brain
like one of
juices.
those like, but also like, you know, when you need a game that, yes, it works your brain, but you also just don't want to do anything. Like, you don't want to actually think that hard. Like, you just want to like, okay, I'm just going to do this thing.
That's Dead by Daylight for me, man.
I like just like this, and I'm just going to play this game when I don't want to play Destiny. I just want to do this. And here we are. But yeah, I got to do some build crafting for the new expansion. So, maybe might break stuff with stasis. But anyway, how about you guys? How you doing?
The Steves?
You know, I've been sinning all weekend.
Damn.
And by that, this time I mean watching Ryan Coogler's Sinners about 3 times so far on
My
HBO Max.
goodness.
Yeah. Yes.
Is it
But
that?
did you watch it 3 times in theaters like I did?
Once in theaters.
No,
Once
because you
in
don't
theaters.
care about the cinema experience.
because I don't care.
Yep, that's why.
You know,
That's the reasoning.
we as much as I love to shit on a Steve's, you do have a little new thing kind of out there in the world that talks about some movie stuff, right?
I do. I have started a side quest just on Instagram right now.
Not like Snoop Dogg. It's not the kind of side quest. It's like,
No.
did you have to do that?
No,
It's
not
not
that.
necessary.
No, this is still in my wheelhouse of love. I created an Instagram account called
A crown?
Crount, the Thomas Crount affair.
Mhm,
Michael B.
mhm,
Jordan.
mhm,
Nice.
mhm.
Account called Tales of Cinema, where I'm basically just going to be talking about 1 or 2 random facts within a movie. And so far, I've been
Why?
tackling just because I wanted to talk about movie stuff and not just my own Instagram.
Who's it for?
Wow, look, there's Studio Tom. There he is.
You gotta answer these questions, man. You want to pitch this shit? Hey, I make it because for the love of the game, baby. Because I love cinema. I need to
this
share that
day.
shit with the rest of the
To
world,
this
baby.
So-
Like, there's too much of this online bullshit with all these fake ass creators who are just taking pictures. in
I'm
a
out
theater.
here to be a
I'm
real
here
one.
about that history. I'm here to give you that respect
Nah,
for
right.
the cinematic
I feel it.
landscape
I
that we've
feel it.
been standing on. You know
Hype
what I'm saying?
engine.
Feel it.
Give
Feel
me
it.
that.
So
Give me that, Steve.
a while
Okay.
back,
I have a little penis, and I kind of want to talk about these 35 millimeter.
what? You may remember, Tom, a while back, maybe a year ago, I did that little clip of one of my favorite scenes in Superman, the movie with Christopher Reeve. How the camera, you liked it, and we talked about it. Whatever, Tom. It's the scene in the original film where young Clark is about to go on his journey, and he hugs his mother, and the way the camera pans over the wheat as the John Williams score plays. I love that scene.
And then it fades into
Not that song.
Gladiator, and his hand
Sure.
is sweeping through the. that's-
Through the wheat. I'll work on
Yeah,
that
yeah.
cut. But I realized that all is going to get lost in the everyday postings of my personal Instagram. So I wanted to make a separate thing that was simply focused on tales of cinema, things in movies I like, things in movies I love and adore, or the history behind certain movies. And right now I'm going after movies that are celebrating their big anniversaries this year. Like my first reel was Jaws, and I talked about Robert Shaw.
How old is Jaws now?
50.
So 20 years younger than you. Okay.
50. Then I moved on. The next one I put up was another film celebrating 50 years, which is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. So I basically cover.
You put the ball in the basket.
That's the clip I actually featured in the beginning.
I know.
Yeah, no, I saw you liked it. But that's just basically it's like a minute to a minute 15 reels of me bringing up 1 or 2 facts that people may know, may not know, just a way of nerding out about movies out there on Instagram that I can just throw out whenever I'd like, because I know it's difficult to just get stuff scheduled and rambled out there. So I just put out a quick little reel for people to see and perhaps one day become the next host of Turner Classic Movies. I don't know.
Is that still a
If it
thing?
still exists.
It is.
Is it really?
I'm the guy still watching. I'm the
What
guy
if
still
you hang
watching.
out with
One
Maria
guy.
Menounos?
It's-
You and
yes.
Maria Menounos. It's like Maria Menounos gonna have the boxy shoulders. You can
Yeah.
have like the pointy up
Yeah.
shoulders.
When what's his name quits, who's been doing it for like 10, 15 years,
Ted
I want to
Danson.
slide right in and be the next host of TCM. I follow him.
Slide into who?
Hello.
All right. So what's going on with your weekend? What happened? What else is you were sinning all weekend and that's it?
We watched Sinners, and if I wasn't watching Sinners, I was listening to the score and the soundtrack because that movie hits on so many levels.
Dude,
and I'm not
The
tired of
one
it.
when like the 3 white people come by and hear the ding ding ding. It's like I was like, this
Ding, ding,
guitar
ding,
shit
ding,
is
ding.
good.
Dude, the Dublin Rocky Road to Dublin. I have heard that song so many times, sung by so many different bands, including Dropkick Murphys. But now the version, what I will always think of when I hear that song is that scene and the way it's filmed. It's gonna be eerie as fuck from now on.
Which one is that?
Rocky Road to Dublin, when they see Remick and all the vamps in a circle doing the Irish jig.
Whoa! Spoil. I'm just
Oh,
kidding,
that's
I've
the
seen it.
That is a very famous Irish song that's been around for
Oh.
decades.
Oh,
Covered by many Irish bands. But now that version is the one that will always stick in my head, and the visuals of that scene will stick in my head. And just if you haven't sinned yet and watched Sinners, do it now. I mean, after the show. After the show.
No, do it right now.
Or
Do it
during
now.
the show.
Oh, wait.
Josh is Josh is doing
sin
that.
while you watch.
We're gonna wait.
But let us know. Let us
Yes.
know how
One
you're
day-
sinning
one
while
day-
you watch.
One day, as a commit to the bit, I'm just gonna sit here and go, "No, I said I'd wait," and like just wait
We're
the
doing-
entire like just eating popcorn. Just I said
We're
I'd
doing
wait.
nothing. Yes, I'm waiting for the review.
Stop fucking
Since
talking. Watch the
now-
movie.
Since now it's over the weekend and Amy should be allowed to talk it, but she's not here. Man, I'll tell you about the Jurassic Park movie. Also, again, I stay on this. I stay on this. Man, people got some whack ass fucking opinions. People got whack ass
I didn't see it.
opinions.
I didn't
People
see it.
got
I'm
opinions.
gonna say this.
No way.
I'm gonna say this. Steve. This is it. This is it. No spoilers for Steve's. You're gonna like a lot of aspects of it, but it feels like 2/3 of two different movies that they smashed together.
Okay.
It feels like there are scenes that were like, "Ooh, that would have been a good scene here. That would have been a good scene here," and they're like, "We gotta combine those scenes." And you're like,
Well,
"What
I
the
know that
fuck?"
they took scenes from the original like first book.
Yes, the
Like
the
I-
river,
yeah, I
the
know
river
that there's
raft.
some,
That's from the
like,
book.
That was like I imagine that it's like, oh no, we can't do that right now. But like in 30 years, can we do it then? Yeah,
like when they
fuck yeah, let's
incorporated-
do it then.
When they incorporate
Duh.
the pterodactyl's atrium,
Yeah,
that was in the first book, but that didn't make it till Jurassic Park 3.
yeah.
And
Now we can
you
use
can
it.
Now we can.
you can literally see the skeleton of the first movie and the third movie structure in this one, and you're like, they're really trying to make this a Jurassic Park movie. The people who complain that there's not enough dinosaurs are all stupid. I always would say like I just want more character development, but I'm not. And you know what else?
It's a
The one thing,
dinosaur
first
this is
movie.
like- and this is the thing, it's like for character, like I was really jazzed to see Scarlett Johansson at the helm to be the lead,
Mhm.
and I could only imagine due to executive studio interference and shit like that, like no character really gets a moment,
Really?
and they get like kind of baby moments. You're like, oh, that's kind of cool, but no one gets there like, that's why that is it. That's why that's it. And you're like, it's just like,
Damn.
they're here, and I was like, fuck, man. So it's not like it's bad because it's bad. It's more like it's just really had so much potential.
Could have been way
You
more.
could see it. You're like, ooh, this could be great, and then it's like,
You're so
wrap it up, I
close.
guess.
You're there, but
Yeah.
not. Oh.
But I will say I think most general moviegoers actually do really enjoy the movie. I think
Okay.
they genuinely really like it.
I realized
and
I,
I'm
did-
just
I was like movie news. I did watch Thunderbolts and Ballerina for the first time. I
Hey.
did do
Oh.
that. Since we're sharing what we watched.
yeah, it's on the weekend. That's what I did on the weekend. I watched Megan 2 and I watched Jurassic Park.
I
I haven't been to
sinned.
the movie theater in a really long time, so it's like I had to wait till these
sinned.
were rented or rentable. So I'm like, oh okay.
If I didn't rewatch Stranger Things, I was sinning. It was one of those. Two.
Because of Steve's, I started watching a show on Sci-Fi,
Hey.
Oh yeah.
and
They rise.
What is
The-
that like streamable on?
Peacock?
Sci-Fi?
A week later.
Cock.
I was gonna say on Sci-Fi, like you could just like,
Sci-Fi on
right there.
demand or Peacock a week later.
yeah. I mean, I'll say this. So far, I think the source material is a little better.
Okay.
I think the show's jumbled up a little too much.
Okay. All right.
But that means I like the book so far. Anyways,
but keep watching.
um,
Keep watching.
what else
so
happened? Oh, I
have
shot a
hope.
fucking wrestling thing.
Yeah, you did.
And fucking, I didn't know that Journey Fatu's from Sacramento.
yeah. So is
yeah.
so is his cousin Jacob.
Yeah. I was like
Jacob.
talking to some of the promoters and shit like that, and they're like, oh, blah 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 blah. Anyways,
The Fatu,
well, you know.
the Fatu sides of the Anawahi family are either Bay Area or Sacramento.
Well, so why the fuck aren't you over there just watching or commentating over their fucking matches?
Just get your news.
Okay. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna talk about some news today, everybody. Steve's wants me to do some news. I'm gonna ask the audience in the chat, hanging out, be part of the show. Ask us some questions so that we can answer it at the end after the news. We only have 2 questions from the bucket, and we want to get some questions from the
Buckets.
live audience. first off, let's pour some out for the homie. We got some sad news this week.
We do have some
this isn't
sad
Josh's
news.
one.
Oh,
Mine is going to be actor Julian McMahon from Fantastic Four and Nip Tuck.
Yep.
Who played Doctor Doom in the Fantastic Four that everyone allegedly hates. I love them. I think, to me, I shit on the thesis that I like certain comic book movies, so that makes me I hate fun. Where I'm like, I love the
Why do you
Fantastic Four
hate
movies.
fun?
I think the second one, the worst thing about the second one is that fucking the costume design went like to shit, because like everyone's just like, just looks a little off. They just look like a little overbaked. And I think the first one is just like, this is great. This is a fucking hunky dory, hokey pokey Adam Westy fucking thing. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not like, who's taking the fucking Fantastic Four like, oh, they have to be fucking this. I'm like, no, they're fucking the spacefaring adventures and shit, and it's like the origin story, and it's all a little watered down comparatively.
Whatever criticism you have, the one who doesn't receive criticism is Doctor Doom. He fucking killed it in his role.
He was great. He's not the king of Latveria. He's not a magical man, but like he's fucking devious as shit.
Ooh.
And like that clip, I think Steve's probably saw that. He's like, oh, what the long face, and I'm just like, it's so deliciously evil. But I mean, to me, he was always really big as Christian McNamara in Nip Tuck. I didn't know what fuck. I was like, what happened to that show? It was like crazy hot. It was such a hot show on FX, and I didn't realize that was like one of Ryan Murphy's first shows. And that's when I was like, oh, that's why they gave Ryan Murphy all the fucking like everything they want, because of Nip Tuck. And Nip Tuck, if you don't know, it's in, I think it's Miami, Florida or whatever the fuck, and it's two plastic surgeons and all the crazy shit they go through. The cool thing about that show, as a quote unquote procedural in a weird way, is that every time they do like surgeries, they would show like the blood and kind of like the kind of not cool stuff. But they would always cut it to like some like R&B sexy music, or like some like fucking Trent Reznor shit, and you're like, God damn. And then Julian McNamara, Christian McNamara, aka Julian McMahon, would always play like the very suave, I can get any woman kind of guy. And so he was just like had this suave,
charismatic
shit going on. Yeah. And in probably some multiverse, he probably played Iron Man somewhere,
could have seen it.
But yeah, they passed away at age of 56, apparently after the valiant effort to overcome cancer. So
it was a private battle, I guess. No one knew about
I had no idea, because I saw pictures of him like leading up, and I was like, wow. Wow.
They were in things such as Charmed, The Profiler, and FBI Most Wanted, and Netflix The Residents. And they are going to be they're in the new movie with Nicolas Cage called The Surfer. So that's like, I think their latest film. But yeah, it's very peaceful apparently, so it was nice.
Good.
And then second piece of news for me is going to be Edge of Eternities from Magic the Gathering. Since Corey and Amy aren't here, we got a review or a preview of what that is in the Magic universe. Each plane of existence, Tarkir and Zendikar and all these other places, are all planes of existence, so it's already a multiversal story. But in between the multiverses is called the Blind Eternities, and this set will take place over there. So there's gonna be a lot of spaceships, a lot of aliens. A lot of people may be excited, a lot of people may not be excited. I kind of like it because I like the space and techie kind of cool aesthetic. If anything, Josh might like it because it's it could look very Destiny looking. So they have new mechanics such as stationing at planets, which are lands, not just like forests, but it's a fucking planet. And there's like spaceships and shit like that. And there's warp, and then there's so there's a lot of these cool different mechanics and stuff like that. They're gonna give us some new slivers, some new Eldrazi, but also the kind of the lead characters, Tezzeret, the evil artificer. But yeah, who would like to? Josh,
I'm gonna go because I have some more sad news. R.I.P. to Michael Madsen.
Thanks to Steve's.
Yeah, the Steves. He passed away from we learned heart failure. Sorry.
I got the feeling that something ain't right.
Yeah, I mean, what he's known for, and just like thinking of like his voice, just
and I'm wondering how I get down.
There's so much. 67. 67.
Clowns to the left of me, jokers
Are
to
you
the
still
right.
going?
Here I am,
You're
stuck in
still
the middle
going.
with you.
Are you
It's
still?
like, as Steve's knows, you can tell when someone has listened to a
Hey.
podcast or not, because like Steve's, if he listened to a podcast, he would know that like when he's hearing one person, it's like, yes, fucking keep talking
I
while
went off
someone else
camera.
is talking.
I went off camera.
We still
went off
heard it.
mic.
It doesn't matter if it's
went off
off camera.
AM radio
With
doesn't have
audio, I
time.
only have
When you go
two
off
things.
mic
It doesn't matter if I
and you're
can't
in
see
the
you.
background.
When mom and dad fight.
Fucking,
Sorry, I was
I'm about to
honoring.
go,
my
I'm about to
code
go
and
to
my
jail if we
I'm
fight.
sorry.
Yeah. So I mean, there's so many movies to list: The Kill Bills, Reservoir Dogs, Free Willy,
That's it.
Yeah.
Species, Hateful
Oh,
Eight,
Yeah. He was like the good
Um,
guy in there.
That woman deserves her revenge.
The Getaway. Oh my gosh.
Wasn't he in? Was he in Hateful Eight or no?
Yeah, that's what I
He was in
said.
Hateful
That
Eight.
if
said
you
Hateful Eight, I heard.
listened.
Shut up, Steve. Fuck.
War Games, Donnie Brasco.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's a sad day. Sad day.
Yes.
So
Sag.
Sag.
Big
And then
sad.
the next part of my news is in the gaming world. There is a movement called Stop Killing Games. It is in Europe, in the EU. And basically their notion is they want companies to stop killing basically it's that planned obsolescence where a game loses its support, like an online playable game. It loses its support, and now this game that people have paid money
Like
is
Concord.
yeah, like Concord. I mean, there's so many games. They're no longer playable. They're no longer, so the money that they put into it is basically, I mean, yeah, you paid for it, you played it, but it's essentially like it's basically lost money. It's like you rented the game for a really long time. So it's kind of like a citizen movement, not kind of. It's a bunch of people that they started this
Grassroots.
petition. And this petition is now at close to 1.3 million signatures, and the EU is, some people are saying that because 1 million is like the qualifying, like it's the minimum that has to be
Recognized?
met before it'll be recognized, and perhaps the EU will actually look it up or to see if new laws need to be made. There's another organization called, I'm trying to get their name. I think it's called
Chef Boyardee.
Yeah, Chef Boy. No, Video Games Europe, and they represent companies
course.
like Microsoft, Epic, Warner Brothers. They basically have responded that it's not economically sound to not abandon games. It's like the resources that it takes to keep a game afloat, like its servers and blah blah blah. They're saying that it's not economically sound for them to do that. So
Then you stop building games like that.
Well, good luck with that.
You stop getting people. Stop people getting invested in fucking service-based games.
Good luck with
Like,
that.
just build a regular game.
Good luck with that.
Like fucking Fortnite and all these like, oh, fucking new like Dead by Daylight. Like, if it fucking was just like no more new shit, just play the fucking game. Okay, I'm just gonna play the game. Like,
yeah, but if it's
just,
server based, if it's online, like then are you saying that no multiplayer games?
well, it's like stop relying on building only multiplayer games. Like every game, every game now has to have a
But
multiplayer, and everything has to have a battle royale. So it's like just make like a regular fucking game. Like look at fucking Elden Ring. Didn't need a multiplayer. Did just so well without a multiplayer. Baldur's Gate doesn't need a multiplayer.
But money.
It just becomes anti-consumer, right? That they like, okay,
No,
well, cool. We're
it's-
going to make money based off of games that incentivize people to play online with other people at all times, and then they can't afford that shit because ideally you can't make more money off a thing you just shipped out. You have to make a new thing, so that is going to become obsolete. So it's like, cool.
Yeah.
Then you have to change your business practice.
No, yeah, I mean it's what games have been like for, and I think we've talked about it. It's what games have been like for over a decade now or something, where it's just like
Yeah, at
there's so
least.
many MMOs that it's just like once those games are like no longer like World of Warcraft has been going for like 20 years. It's
Mhm.
like, yeah, it's one of the leading games, but it's just like Jesus. I mean, Destiny 2 has been going for almost 10.
But in
But
the ecosystem, you can't have 40 fucking Warcrafts.
yeah,
It's just
yeah,
there's just not enough people to play that shit.
yeah. And then it's like you look at like actual good one player games, like what like happens, or like not even needing like I don't even need like right now in my life, I only really play games to hang out. It's my social time. So it's the only time that I hang out with other people. So having multiplayer games is important to me, but the entire gaming industry is almost it's so geared towards that. Instead of just having like the kind of digital couch co-op where it's like, oh, like Baldur's Gate is fun cuz you get like 4 people. And it's like, okay, cool. We don't have to okay, whatever. But anyway.
Online capability isn't like the same thing as like, oh, well, these servers need to run so that people can play in like dead cities,
Yeah, I
right?
think like
Like
next
there's a
year
lot of MMOs.
I mean, I know that Anthem wasn't great to begin with, but Anthem, I mean, it's not even that old. It won't be playable next year. You know, it's like there are games that
Yeah.
just become unplayable, and it's pretty crazy.
I feel like that happened with RuneScape, where like RuneScape was like, hey, we're turning off the servers, but you'll still be able to play in like your localized shit. And it's
Mhm.
like that should be the option. Like, I don't know. It's just weird to think that people can't be I don't know. It's just like I have a car and it's going to die at some point, and it's like, so wouldn't you think to like, I don't know. It's just a weird thing, and it's like making an entire ecosystem built that like everyone has to, like servers have to be running at all times for in perpetuity for an indefinite time. It's like make a sequel to a game and then use those same servers or something like that. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just weird.
Or figure out a way for it to, I don't know, like run itself, so to speak.
Yeah, peer to peer multiplayer.
Yeah, make sure that it like I don't know. Yeah, make sure that there's some way to fix or patch if need be. Because I mean, there gets a point where a game has been out for so long that it doesn't need any patches. So you're just like, just let it run,
Like
just let it
like
do
like
its
like
thing.
like Left 4 Dead, right? Where it's like I can
Mhm.
turn on the game right now and we can all play together if we
Yeah.
wanted to do. It's like that's just the
I
online
still have it
capability. It's not
downloaded just in case we do.
yeah, and it's like it doesn't need a fucking, like a bajillion data servers to fucking keep it
Yeah.
running to like populate like dead places. Anyways, any more news, Josh?
Nope, that's my news.
All right, Steve, two words.
Ryan Murphy.
Got it. And
Go ahead.
so the next part of the show.
On the show. We're taking it back to Ryan Murphy because since anytime the guy writes a show, it automatically gets like 3 seasons greenlit. We know that season 3 of his Monster franchise, which of course before had Dahmer and the Menendez brothers as the
okay.
focus.
Yeah.
The third one is
I
going to be
s- I-
focusing.
I saw
Yeah.
your news and I was like, I don't know what that is. And then now you
Like, what
just
the fuck
explained
is
it. I'm
monster?
like, oh,
Because
yeah.
to me,
Yeah.
there's in the Discord we were actually talking earlier at the green room for all those out there. We were talking about shows, and then there was like, oh, Monster Doctor, and then I was like, I want to watch a show called Monster. And it's an anime, and then all of a sudden I was like, Steve's thing's called Monster. What the fuck is that?
So, because his shows tend to have multiple titles and different franchises, American Horror Story Coven, for example, this is the Monster franchise, which I said was Dahmer first, then the Menendez brothers, and season 3 will feature Charlie Hunnam from our from Sons of Anarchy fame.
Green Arrow
From King Arthur.
Should be.
by
He should be.
Danny
Yes, he
Boyle's
should
King
be.
Arthur.
Yes, that's all correct. He should be Green Arrow as
and
well.
the Gentleman.
The gentleman, yes,
Yes.
very well dressed. He will be playing the grandfather to all our favorite slashers, the real life serial killer named
John Carpenter?
No, Ed Gein. Ed Gein.
Oh, the Texas Chainsaw Man.
Close. Yeah, he's nothing like that character, but that's what inspired Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You're right, because he would wear his victim's skin. That's the part that was taken and
Ritchie,
used for
not
Texas
Danny
Chainsaw
Boyle.
Massacre. So we know that's happened, but now rumors are circulating that they actually already have an idea for what their 4th season will focus on. And that is rumored to be, according to Deadline, The Tale of Lizzie Borden. Lizzie
Took an
Borden.
axe, then something to give her father 40 whacks.
You're close. Yes, you're close. For those who are
Mhm.
unaware and who maybe never watched Ghost Adventures on Travel Channel, Borden lived in Massachusetts in the late 1800s. In 1892, she was accused of murdering both her father and her stepmother with an axe at their shared
It's going to
home.
be a period
Borden,
season.
Borden was eventually acquitted of the crimes, but the brutal nature of the murders attracted nationwide attention and contributed to Borden's place in popular culture. Many ghost hunter shows have gone to Lizzie Borden's family's home to see if they sense anything. There was even a Lifetime movie called The Lizzie Borden Chronicles, in which Christina Ricci, whom we all love, played
Yeah.
You
Lizzie
shut your
Borden.
mouth.
I'm
I'm
s-
just
We
kidding.
I'm
love
seeing a
Christina
picture of her. I'm like, damn, that she, hey, you can bring that forehead over here.
Believe there was also a movie, a TV series, a film called Lizzie that starred Chloe Sevigny and Kristen Stewart as well.
Savigny?
Sevigny.
Yeah, you're probably saying it right. I'm just
Se-
saying it wrong. It's like taquitos and quesadilla.
Big love.
Quesadilla.
That's-
Big Love. Yes.
Quesadilla, which is the brother of Godzilla.
Again, this is all rumored, but it is
Oh
believed
my God.
that Ryan Murphy is working on season 4. But we do know that season 3 will be about Ed Gein, starring Charlie Hunnam, and supposedly featuring people like Laurie Metcalf, Tom Hollander, and Livy Williams.
I'm
What-
sorry.
what's-
The
what's so funny about-
catchphrase for the Lifetime movie, the Lizzie Borden Chronicles, is "She's got
get
an
ya."
axe to grind."
Boom! Boom!
Sorry,
Nailed
it's just so stupid. It just makes me. I mean, just like cue the Tom side. Do I still have that on here?
it.
Oh my God, do I not have it? No.
Come on, you know the person working the log lines and marketing at Lifetime was like, got it.
They put it
I
on.
got
I
it.
mean, it'd be funny if it said
This is the one.
it'd be funny if it said she has to ask you a question.
Ooh!
I hate it. Somebody who came up with that, they put it to the room and they went, "Oh."
Yeah, they had the biggest smile on their face. Guess what I got?
What, Todd?
Lizzie Borden took an axe.
Tom Sy.
Lifetime.
That
Got
is
it.
rumored. Yeah.
I have a sound like I have a sound cue of Tom Sy. Anyway, let us continue.
So yeah,
Any more news?
that's just rumored at the moment, but it tends to be the direction Ryan Murphy goes. But we do know for sure that Ed Gein will be the topic of season 3, with Charlie Hunnam not on a motorcycle, but instead playing the grandfather of the serial killers.
I'm not
the man
interested.
who gave the idea to slasher characters that would come later on.
Nice.
Charlie Hunnam as Ed Gein, huh?
That's a stretch. That's big for him. I'm
That's
curious
weird.
to see how he does it.
How about you just bring back Mindhunter? Anyway, so the next
So
part of the
wait,
show.
wait. To give you a
Apparently,
hint, hold on. To give you a hint of what Ed Gein looked like, remember the bully character from Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
did he look like you?
What am I? That guy who wants his bike. That's what Ed
Oh,
Gein looked like. That's what Ed Gein looks like. So
Yeah.
Charlie Hunnam, we'll see.
One of the sexiest man.
Yeah, we'll be playing that guy.
It's fine. It's fine. His inguinal lines, he'll figure out something.
There you go.
Okay, you know what, everybody? The next part of the show is in which we take your questions. We don't answer them. We're just going to take them.
No.
We're going to spend the next 25 minutes just
Yeah.
give us your questions. We're not going to
Yep.
answer them.
look at 'em
and we're just going to go.
and
Yeah,
pull
that's a good question.
Nice.
It's a really
Put it away.
way to go, you. Good question. No, just kidding.
And-
Join the Discord, nerdon.tv/Discord. It allows you to
Discord.
honestly, it allows you to do so many things. There are so many cool people in that community, but there are channels there that you can submit your questions and join the Nerd On Nation. You get early access for our episodes. You get all sorts of stuff that and you get your questions answered first, like BRAD. What is a series, be it comics, movies, games, etc., that you love but is basically the same from entry to entry?
Wrestling.
Womp, womp, womp.
Every
dare you.
Walking Dead show.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
hate you. You're a bad person. Hey, can you help out? I might sleep with you.
He's got a point.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're so charismatic
Most of
because
the
we only
things that we
hire
love. I
good-looking
was like,
people.
when I saw this question, I was like, Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park.
No, in the one Indiana Jones, they have Shia LaBeouf and fucking Dan Aykroyd's fucking crystal vodka alcohol in there.
Ghostbusters. There's just like,
My actual answer, and this is a perfect answer, it's Pokemon. I fucking love Pokemon the video game, and it's the same goddamn game every fucking time. You're a fucking little dude in some bullshit town. Your mom has no room. You have a room, and then fucking your loser ass neighbors are like, "Oh, we're gonna be Pokemon boys," and then fucking some professor's like, "Oh, someone stole it," or "Oh, can you go help me?" "Oh, choose a dude," and then your fucking douchebag friend. Either he's good, he was like, "You pick that, I'm gonna pick one that fucks you up," or they're like, "You pick that, I'll pick the one where you cuck me." I was like, "All right, cool," and then you just fucking go through, you press the A button, you don't delete the bad move, and you just keep fucking pressing the A button at everything, and you win. It's the same shit. If everyone out there in the world is like, "Oh, Pokemon's too easy, they made it for babies," like, it's always been for babies. It's always been for babies. I'm baby, and
It's a baby game made for babies.
No, this baby
it's
in the corner.
good. It's a good game, and you're just catching Pokemon. You're just doing cockfights. You're just doing little cockfights. You're just
Nice.
fighting animals against animals, and every kid's like, "Oh, you want my shorts?" And he gives you $400 when you beat him. And that's it. It's Pokemon. It's great. And there's some legendary ass animal who's like a free willy motherfucker, and you capture that bitch, and then you win. And that's it. And then there's some
$400.
maybe a post game. Maybe it's a shit ass post game like fucking Sword and Shield. But it runs way better than Scarlet and Violet. But yeah, that's it. Pokemon. Pokemon's great. Pokemon's fucking great, and it's the same shit. It's the same shit every time.
Escape from LA, basically the same movie, just
It
in
is.
a different location.
You're right.
Home Alone
Those
2.
are just two things. That's two
Home Alone
things.
2, basically the same movie.
One's got Trump.
Harry Potter. All the movies.
Harry Potter is
all
not
the
the
books.
same.
They're basically the same. They're
Everyone,
basically the same
Not
thing
everyone
over and
is
over
fucking
again.
On my way to school again.
He's got another thing. Oh, it's still Voldemort. Yep. same.
Yep,
I mean,
Save and
technically, the
Dumbledore
lethal
again.
weapons are all the same.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The diehards are kind of the same.
How dare you?
They
One-
are.
In home. Yeah,
One's in a plane.
what? Exactly.
One, he's got a daughter, and the other one, he's got a son.
One,
And
we
you didn't even
finally get
fucking
him
know he had
in-
those two.
His hometown of New York City.
And one of his sons
took the
is
third one.
fucking a giant Australian man for some
Yeah,
reason.
What?
You remember that? The fifth one? It's like
Transformers.
fucking go. It just says fucking die hard already, please.
What was it called?
Just die
Saw.
already hard.
A good day to die hard. That's what it
Fucking
was.
stupid.
Yes.
Live Free or Die Hard.
was
To
the
me, Live
fourth
Free or
one.
Die Hard was like a great legacy sequel.
Could have kept it there. I know. I'm
They
gonna
should just
say
end it there. It would have been perfect. Perfect. It was.
I love it, but it was always the same thing. Same steps. Hawaii Five-0, the remake series in 2010. I love that series, but yeah, it was easy. It was the same thing.
What other thing? A series that's always the same thing. The same thing.
already
Stranger
answered.
Things is kind of becoming that. Stranger Things, I know, but Stranger Things is also starting to become that of like, oh, here we are. Oh, we're all hate each other. Oh, we're back together. All right.
Got a new power. Oh no, it's not that great of a power. Oh.
Just finished season 2 over the weekend.
For the first time?
No, rewatching
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
for
Bob
the,
Newby superhero.
for preparing. Mm.
Best thing of that season. Best thing of that season. Bob
Mm.
Newby superhero. Also, I guess don't mess with Jack.
Final Destination.
Yeah, Final Destination is a fucking procedural.
And also, the Stranger Things trailers do the same thing, but I love it the way they pick different pop songs of the 80s for their trailer. They're my favorite trailers. Our
And
season
then
2
that
season
artist
3.
makes so many residuals that season.
I know.
It's
I know they
wonderful.
don't. I still like it visually.
I love it. Next question.
Oh,
And I
every
read-
Destiny
I read-
expansion. I'm kidding.
Yeah, you're not
Okay,
wrong.
no,
You're not wrong.
I have no room to talk.
You're not wrong.
Charges
Next
the
question.
player a shit ton of money and then peters out about like halfway through the time that they said it would last, and then but I still play it.
And
I'm
they're
here
like,
for it.
"Hey, you like that one thing you liked in last season where you could do cool shit? We nerfed that."
Yeah, we nerfed that. That sucks to be you. You like that build? Oh, honey, it's done.
Keep playing, loser.
Okay, Honey Bear, what's up, Honey Bear? If
Hey,
you were to
hey.
turn a video game into a series, what would it be, and who would you cast? Oh my goodness.
You put a video game into a series? If you were to turn a video game into a series, I would take Raw, and I would take CM Punk and make him some weirdo Russian crackhead
He
druggy
would do it.
man,
He would do
and
it.
put him in a show where like kind of hasn't done anything yet, but everyone keeps talking about him.
He'd do it.
Turn a video game into a series. Who would it be, and who would I cast? A video game in a series. A video game into a series. I would take the game Days Gone. I'd cast Sam Witwer. Because it's a fucking actor. It's the same motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
I would take Last of Us. I would cast Pedro Pascal. No.
Damn.
Um,
Figured it out.
Done. Boom.
Video game. I'm looking through my Steam library right now. Library. Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm braining into a series.
Yes.
I'm braining.
Is that a sex thing? He's breathing.
I mean, it's too easy to do it this way. There's a much more inspired cast, but I would say I would do Portal 2, and I'd have the big
What's your good
boy
one?
be Keegan Michael Key, and the short one Jordan Peele, and then keep Gladys as the voice actor from Gladys in the Game. And then it's just every
Love it.
episode they're just trying to zippity zoo portal around and get through the thing, move the box.
Zippity zoo.
Zippity doo, and then move the box. That's it. It's Keegan Michael Key, Jordan Peele, and Portal as the two robots. What are the robots' names in that? Portal 2 game robots names. Atlas and Peabody. That's mine. Brad, do you want to be one of those robots? Steve's, do you play video games at all? Does your sons play video games?
Oh, I have a game. One that I remember from a while back.
Is it Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball?
No.
Oh.
It's a game from 2010.
You would like that game, though.
The game was called Heavy Rain.
Oh shit! That's just a movie. That's just a movie you play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was introduced to that by a genius at the fruit stand way back in the day. For those who haven't played it, the plot is simply the game features the four protagonists involved with the mystery of the Origami Killer, a serial killer who uses extended periods of rainfall to drown his victims. The player interacts with the game by informing actions highlighted on screen related to motions on the controller. Yada. But that's the main plot of the story. The journalists, I would cast Maya Hawke.
Hmm?
Haven't decided who the guy.
But does she have enough Instagram followers? Okay.
Uh,
No, it was good because Ethan. I liked what you did there. That was good. That's a topical joke. Topical.
It is. It is. It is.
I don't know.
She brought it up.
Who would be the guy? Still thinking about the guy. Continue.
Josh.
I'm also thinking of like what could be commercially successful, and I think like Red Dead Redemption in general would be kind of a fun. And I don't really like. I feel like Josh Brolin would be cool as like the main. I only played Red Dead 2, But I do
Brad
know
just
that
beat that game. He says it's the best game he's ever played.
I do know that Ian McShane would make a good Dutch. I would want Jeff Bridges in there.
Mm.
I would want.
How about Ben Kingsley? Not Ben Kingsley. Ben Foster.
Ben Foster? I need to.
Does he play anybody in there?
Let me see.
I love Ben Foster. Ben Foster's great.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta have
yes,
the boy.
Throw him in there. Like I don't like.
You gotta have Walton Goggins in there somewhere, baby. Timothy Oliphant, baby.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
For
I mean, you
Corey,
gotta Nathan
we could
Fillion
get
in that
Rachel
bitch.
McAdams just for Corey.
Yes. History.
I mean,
I feel like
have-
like a fan casting would be like to have. Oh my God! Why can't I remember his name? This is so dumb. Clint Eastwood would have to be in there
Oh, wow.
somewhere. I don't know. I think it could be fun. I think it could be commercially. But Ian McShane, like if you ever watch Deadwood, holy fuck.
Oh yeah. Oh, he killed it in that.
He's like it's fucking Shakespeare. It's so good.
dude,
Anyway.
why
You get
isn't there?
down there.
Why there needs to be the Expendables version of a western? Kevin Costner, Kurt Russell, fucking all these motherfuckers,
Just all of
and then
them.
it's just
All
Sam
of them.
Elliott. Gotta put
All
it back
of
in there too.
I'm
all of
into it.
them. You can do it, and it's
into
called
it.
like
Down.
Intarnation. That's what it's
Yeah.
called.
Down.
I'd watch it.
I would throw in just for the reunion, the Stranger Things reunion. Caleb McLaughlin, who plays Lucas, would be the main male character in Heavy Rain.
In heavy rain.
There you go. Caleb and Maya.
And you could have fucking Powers Booth is gone.
Oh,
Fucking Val Kilmer is gone.
All
All these Western motherfuckers in this Red Dead movie.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
I'd
Anyways,
be okay with a movie because I'm so tired of like, hey, isn't this idea really cool? Let's make it a TV show. No,
every episode.
I just want a good movie. Make me a movie.
Impossible.
Antoine
Impossible.
Fuqua come back to direct it.
Impossible. Impossible.
Impossible.
Stop it.
They can ever do
Who directed
no video
Fukushima?
game. They have. I think they have abandoned, unless it's a children's game. They've abandoned adapting like adult-themed video games into movies. I think they were like Assassin's Creed was the nail on the coffin. Borderlands is like, okay, we're fucking done. It's in the crematory now. They're like Minecraft, Super Mario, Legend of Zelda. They're like, cool. Those guys, movies. Everything else, series. They're like, milk that shit out.
We get James Mangold to direct that Expendables Western. He did 310 to Yuma. Get him
Listen,
in there.
B-Rad, listen, the story isn't enough for a show. Fucking hold their beer. Sometimes things are like, this is a great idea. It's such a great idea. Let's make it like 13 episodes and just stretch it for fucking ever. And then
Each character
let's give
gets
it
an
another
episode.
season. And we have a show coming up. We have an episode coming up. I think it's coming up soon. Talking about oversaturation. And I'm like,
Look at him plug. Look at him plug. Look at him
listen,
working.
I'm so tired of TV shows. I'm just like, I'll watch a trailer and I'm like, man, this looks sick. Oh, it's a
First
fucking
season.
show?
Drops.
Series premiered this
Son of
summer.
a bitch.
No! I just want a movie. I just want
It
a
is.
movie.
You
Josh.
just said earlier you don't go to movies.
Josh,
I'll
it
watch
is a
it at
movie.
home, bro. I don't need to
It's-
spend $50 fucking dollars to
No.
go see a movie.
it is a movie. It's a 12-hour movie.
Okay, but for real though, Honey Bear, Pikmin, that's also a movie. That's just a movie. It's Kitty. It's a movie. Olimar has fucking 80 minutes to get his shit together, and he'll do it. And you'll get a fucking montage of all those fucking planets.
That is all the
Okay,
questions
moving on.
that were selected in our sheet o' glee.
Oh, shit.
So you, I think, pulling from chat and whatever.
Yeah. This question comes from also Honey. If you have other questions, you already sent this question. Brad, you could also send questions. But the first question we got from chat will be from T-Dog 8282. What superhero movie that hasn't been made yet would you like to see made? Steve's is like he wants to see.
Hack
No,
and
you want that
slash.
as a show. No, he
Yeah.
wants it as a show.
You knew who
That's a
I was,
show.
I was plotting one until the new DC. Remember? Who was I?
Oh, you're Shazam.
No. I did do it. That was a while back. He's not far off.
Booster Gold.
Booster Gold, baby. That was mine that I was trying to outline, and then
I mean, I really feel like you could do a Booster Gold if you imprint the story of like Emperor's New Groove on it, whereas like he's a piece of shit and he has to learn humility. That's his like arc.
that's exactly what I was outlining.
Honey Bear, the question is, what superhero movie has been made yet that we would like to see get made?
Booster Gold.
Josh, do you have one superhero movie that hasn't been made yet?
Well, okay, so
Well.
I would love an actual Spawn movie, but Deceased I think would be really cool.
Oh.
Deceased.
So the anti-life equation combines with the internet, turns everyone to zombies.
Mhm.
How does it resolve?
Zombie superheroes. I don't care. I just want to see zombie superheroes. I think it would be fun.
Well, they're gonna do it, Josh.
Fucking
in
movie.
12 episodes.
No.
This
I was saying, like,
summer, each zombie gets an episode.
Stop
I mean,
Do you want to know what happened 100 years ago?
2 episodes in that one.
episode 1, Tony Stark, help! My suit has turned off. Episode 20,
Help.
That's actually what happens in the comics of Marvel Zombies, is that he gets stuck in his suit. For me, I mean, it's my movie. It's my fucking Batman Beyond movie that I'd want to fucking do. And
Oh my god. Yes.
it's there's a funny thing because it's a 4 movie thing. It's a 4. Obviously, we could just do it in one, but like if I had the chance, I'd follow up Return of the Joker and shit, and I would like want to imply, like the same way the Russos implied Civil War, I'd want to imply Kingdom Come, because that takes place in the future and it's dealing a lot with legacy, a lot with like the children of superheroes, and Terry McGinnis is a perfect character to have there. But also I'm like, maybe I can just do that also with the Justice Lords in some way, and that'd be kind of cool. And the 4th one would just be all about consequences of being a father and being a son, and it would be pretty original. But yeah, my Batman Beyond movie, like you know what I'm saying, it could do all the right things. It could do all and I'll tell you this right now, the only person that if I don't get the chance to do a Batman Beyond movie, the only person who I'd want to direct one is probably Joseph Kosinski, who did Tron and F1 and Maverick, because he fucking knows how to make shit like look very sheen and futuristic and sharp.
He makes it
but
look
using
very
also
Charlie
just
Sheen. That's amazing.
Yes, but also Tiger's Blood, baby. But also just like it's just like it looks like the warm's warm. The characters are like, I don't know. It's like simple stories, but I'm like, it looks really fucking good, and I'm like, he'd be the one. He'd be the one. But if it's not him, then it's got to be me. It's got to be no fucking. I'm sorry, no Michael Keaton for this one. I'm sorry, it's not. It would be too late. It'll be too late.
Me, old Bruce. Me?
You could be a character in it. You don't have to be old Bruce.
No, I'm requesting.
No.
Dick.
You're not
You
that
could be
old. Stop
Dick
it.
Grayson would show up. Dick
Grayson?
Grayson would have a patch
Dick
on
would
his
show
eye
up?
because
There'd be dick everywhere.
at this point in the universe, like he's
Dick
had his go at with like Deathstroke, and
Dick
like
Grayson.
one of them made it out. But then, as you found out, Nightwing has become more like
Yeah.
Slade Wilson
Yeah.
than Bruce
Dick-
Wayne. I think
Dick
it's pretty
Grayson?
cool.
Dick Grayson?
We would talk a little bit about like
We just
Damian
talked-
Wayne and shit.
Can we Damian Wade? Can we Damian Wade?
No,
It's
honestly, if I were to put you somewhere in there,
Gordon.
you know, you might be my Bruce Campbell.
Take it.
Like in every beginning of every movie, like
Plus,
Terry's taking someone down, and you are that villain.
Hey there, Betsy.
Or yeah, you could totally be like the fucking high school principal, and then also another one, you're somewhere else. You're another character. It's like, who the fuck is that?
Can
guy?
I-
That'd be great.
If I want to say, if I'm the principal, I want to say slacker, like the principal in Back to the Future. McGinnis, you're a slacker. Get back to class.
He's like, okay, dinosaur. Yeah, totally would do that. Okay, the next question that's in the chat comes from Honeybear222. What has been your favorite nerdy thing to be part of? Favorite nerdy thing to be a part of.
Besides this, bonus points.
There's a lot of different
Josh.
things.
Slow turn, and then
during the pandemic, when everyone was indoors, I think the Pokemon Sword and Shield had come out or something like that. But there was a Discord community that was like, if you want to catch all the shiny Pokemon with all the best stats, join. And then they would just like send out seed codes, and you could just join that shit. It was like the most like weird glitchy shit in the world. But I'm like, I have to catch all the Pokemon all the time. And that was a weird nerdy thing. I wouldn't say that's my favorite thing, but that's just like something that's like, what a fucking world we're in. What a fucking world we're in. A nerdy thing.
That counts,
Favorite,
right?
yeah, but it's not my favorite. I say your favorite nerdy thing. Your favorite nerdy thing.
favorite.
Your absolute favorite. If it's not your favorite, you die. That's it. You die.
You
Straight-
did.
Straight to dead. I'll say. I like being a part of I hate that they call it clans, but Destiny 2 clan. I started it. I'm the founder. I think that's pretty fun. But it's like it's growing. It's like almost 40 people now, which is really cool. And it's like this season we actually got to the top level. Like there's 6 levels, and it just comes from you like members playing together and doing events together and all that kind of stuff, and we actually got to top level, so that's cool. The proper spelling of clan, yes, CLAN. And it's Super Active Guardians, but SAG for short, because it was originally started as a bunch of actors, and now it has grown beyond that. But still, I think it's fun. I've had a lot of the last few years, hung out with a bunch of fun people, raiding and all that kind of stuff. So I enjoy it. That's my favorite.
Is Steve's
Thinking.
You don't have time
Drama
to
Club
think.
fucking nerd?
I know.
The Drama Club.
You know what? Honestly, the
Cape Crusaders.
film threads and cinema threads in the app that is Threads.
Are we part of it though?
I mean, I've been in there posting stuff a lot. I don't know, and commenting.
I mean, you just
this weekend.
don't you just like at the thing, you write it and it goes into that thing, and then you could check it.
I mean, I went crazy with like the Sinners threads this weekend. Like lots of commenting and talking about scenes in there. I guess that's like a periodic thing, depending on what film I want to talk about or what's trending at the moment. Wrestling's too easy because wrestling, I always ebb and flow, but it's always constantly there. It's not like it's something new that I've been wrestling since wee lad. So
You heard it here. It's not his favorite. He's not a real fan.
I knew it.
Josh was waiting on that one. You heard it. There it is.
There it is. Breaking
Got 'em.
news, everybody.
Got- clip that.
This
Clip
season in
it.
LA every year has never seen me once because he goes to WrestleMania.
Yep.
Yeah, not a real fan. Not a real friend.
There
There it is.
it is. That's my autobiography. Not a real friend. Story of Anthony Steves.
My favorite nerdy thing that I've been a part of is I got to see background vocals for an animatic that my friend made. Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Nerdy thing. I mean, it's not. No, I was gonna say it's not nerdy, but I was like, the TV Academy because I could see some crazy cool shit. I was like, that's not nerdy. That's technically not nerdy.
It's awesome.
Fucking nerd.
I like to get some nerdy shit in there. I'm like, oh shit, like there's that thing, and they hear that they talk about that thing.
The future Batman Beyond costume you helped design. It'll be up there. Don't worry.
One day. I mean, I know exactly how to do it too. Everyone hasn't figured out how to do a Batman Beyond suit. And I'm like, you idiots! We've seen it before, but all you guys refuse. You guys want to do this fucking Mortal Kombat shit. It's like it's gonna look too bulky. He's supposed to look slim. You idiots!
along with the
He looks
suit.
bulky. It takes it all away. Like
And-
he doesn't look like a child anymore.
And next to it is the suit I wear as the principal of the school. Continue. Keep going.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I think it's it's probably nerdy, stupid, nerdy, fun, favorite thing.
Tom thinks a lot, really hard about things. The answer has to be perfect, or else it's not worthy.
Not worthy.
I don't want to be like every other person online who doesn't think about what they talk about.
Oh.
Dagger to
Um,
the influencers right there.
Yeah, that's why there's so much fucking online pollution, and that's why it's becoming a bad place for actual resources because everyone's just fucking stupid.
He's not wrong. Filming wrestling events. Huh?
Good night.
Huh?
Yeah, I mean, all right. Well, I mean, I guess I'm just gonna say, probably, I guess my Magic the Gathering pod.
Mm.
I've met some random people in there, like some people who own restaurants, some people who are martial artists, some people who are like website designers, and now because of that, I met people who are like do TTRPG for a living. I've met people who like go to conventions and shit like that and get asked to go and play games and stuff like that. So it's like it's been pretty interesting. It's cool just because like there's so much more of a social aspect instead of a gaming aspect, and everyone there is very much like I met an NFL star randomly because of that shit, and
Nice.
I was able to talk to fucking Gabriel Luna from Walking Dead because I was like, hey man, I liked your Zakama deck, and he was like, dude, I love that game. I was like, I know you do, dude. And I was like, man, they did you dirty with the Ghost Rider. Should have had more seasons, baby. So yeah, that's it for me. Honey Bear, thank you for the question. That was a great question. Shall we find someone to raid before we end the night?
Let's fucking go.
Do
Let's
it.
go. Let's go. All right, I'll do the sing out while you're finding. I'm just gonna say, everybody, thanks for watching. If you're on,
We James Tang.
Okay, do it. Okay, I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna do this quick. Yo, thanks for listening. Take care of yourselves. It's starting to get hot in the summer. Drink water. You know the thing. You know the drill. As always, nerd on.
Nerd
Nerd
on.
on.
Middle with you.